follow me on my Facebook page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you! In this video for grade 8 mathematics, we will talk about the basic concepts of probability. Ano nga ba kapag sinabing probability? It is the chance that something will happen. Events cannot be predicted with total certainty. We can say how likely they are to happen. So kapag sinabing probability, ito ay tsansa or posibilidad na mangyari yung isang event. So when we said probability experiment, it is a chance process that leads to a well-defined result called an outcome. So for example, ang mga halimbawa ng probability ay flipping a coin. So kapag nag-flip tayo ng coin, hindi tayo sure kung ang lalabas ay head or tail. So isa yun sa halimbawa ng probability. Another is rolling a die or yung dice. So kapag iniroll natin or iginulong natin yung die, pwedeng lumabas doon ay 1, 2, 4, pwede ring 6. So hindi rin tayo sure sa kalalabasan ng given event. Kapag naman sinabing outcome, it is the result of a single trial of an experiment. So kapag sinabing outcome, iyon yung resulta sa kinalabasan ng ating experiment. So for example, meron tayong experiment at outcome and nag-experiment tayo, nag-flip tayo ng coin o ng barya at ang outcome o ang lumabas after nating mag-flip ng coin is head or tail. Another experiment is rolling a die. So, ang outcome natin, pwedeng lumabas doon ay, or pwedeng ang lumabas after nating mag-roll ng die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So, yung 1 to 6 at head at tail ay iyon yung tinatawag nating outcome o iyon yung lumabas or resulta after nating maglagay or magkaroon ng experiment. Next is the sample space. Kapag naman sinabing sample space, it is the set of all possible outcomes or sample points. So kapag sinabing sample space, inilista natin lahat ng posibleng outcomes. Kapag naman sinabing sample point, it is just one of the possible outcomes. So let us have the examples. Meron tayong experiment, sample space, and sample point. So for example, ang ating experiment is flipping 2 coins. So kapag nag-flip tayo ng dalawang coins, ang sample space doon or lahat ng possible outcomes ay pwedeng kinalabasan ay dalawang heads. Una ay head and then tail. Pwede namang nauna ang tail and then head. Or pwede rin namang dalawang tails. And then yung sample point ay isa sa mga possible outcomes. So for example, meron tayong dalawang heads. Another experiment, rolling a die. So, isang dice lamang. So, ang sample space doon ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then sa sample point, pwede tayong maglagay ng isang outcome which is 5. Another experiment, rolling a coin and a die simultaneously. So, kapag nag-flip tayo ng isang coin, pwedeng ang lumabas ay head or tail. And then, kapag nagsabay tayo or nag-roll tayo ng isang die, pwedeng lumabas doon ay 1 to 6. So, for example, nag-roll tayo ng coin at ng die or ang lumabas ay head 1, head 2, head 3, head 4, head 5, or head 6. Pwede rin namang lumabas ang mga outcomes na tail 1, tail 2, tail 3, tail 4, tail 5, or tail 6. So, iyan yung lahat ng possible outcomes kapag nag-flip tayo ng coin at nag-roll tayo ng die ng magkasabay. And then sa sample point, isa sa mga possible outcomes of pwedeng T3 or tail 3. Another experiment, drawing a card from a deck of 52 cards. So ang isang deck ng cards ay merong 52 cards. Simula ace hanggang or letter A hanggang king or yung letter K. So lahat ng possible outcomes or yung sample space natin ay 13 diamonds, 13 hearts, 13 spades, and 13 clubs. So, yung clubs, iyon yung parang bulaklak. So, iyon yung clubs. So, 13 diamonds, simula ace hanggang kings. Ganun din ang hearts, spades, and clubs. And then, sample point, pwedeng nakalagay is queen of hearts. There are four ways in determining the possible outcomes. First is through table. Second is through tree diagram. Pwede rin gamit ang systematic listing or yung fundamental counting principle. So for example, we have the given problem. Find the possible outcomes of flipping a 1 peso coin and tossing a die. So mag-flip tayo ng piso at magro-roll tayo or magtotoss tayo ng die. So gamitin natin yung way which is yung table. So kapag naka-table or gagamit tayo ng table, so yung nasa column or nasa first row, iyon yung resulta ng die. So, simula 1 hanggang 6. And then, dito naman sa pababa or pa-vertical, yun naman yung kalalabasan ng 1 peso coin kapag flip natin. So, therefore, that is head and tail. And then, imumultiply lang natin or pagsasamahin lang natin simula head 1 hanggang doon sa 6 and then tail 1 hanggang doon sa 6. So, ang kalalabasan ay H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. And then sa pangatlong column naman, pangatlong row, so that is T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, and T6. So the sample space is S is equal to H1 hanggang T6. So therefore, there are 12 possible outcomes. Next is the tree diagram. So we have the possible outcome in tossing coin, possible outcome in rolling a die, and the sample space. Okay, so simulan natin dito sa pag-toss ng coin. So for example, tinos natin ang isang coin at ang lumabas ay head. And then, nag-roll tayo ng die at ang lumabas naman ay 1, or ni-roll natin pero ang lumabas ay 2, pwede ring 3, pwede ring 4, pwede ring 5, or 6. So, sa sample space, pagsasamahin lang natin yung kinalabasan ng pagtotos ng coin which is head. So, for example, head yung lumabas and then 1 yung lumabas naman sa die. So, magiging H1. And then, ganun din sa 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, sa sample space, pagsasamahin lang natin yung outcome ng pagtotos ng coin at ng pagro-roll ng die. So, that is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. Next, paano naman kung nag-toss tayo ng coin pero ang lumabas ay tail? So, ganun pa rin yung kalalabasan kapag nag-roll tayo ng die. Pwedeng lumabas doon is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And then, pagsasamahin lang natin yung outcome ng coin at ng die. So, pwedeng ang sample space natin or ang outcomes ay T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, and T6. So, pagsasamahin lang natin lahat ng outcomes or sample space. So, the sample space is S is equal to H1 hanggang T6. So, therefore, there are 12 possible outcomes. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ang outcomes na lumabas gamit ang tree diagram ay katulad lang din ng outcomes na lumabas gamit ang table. Ang pangatlong way naman is yung systematic listing. So, kapag sinabing systematic listing, automatic ililista lang lahat ng mga possible outcomes. So, for example, nag-flip tayo ng coin at ang lumabas ay it's either head or tail. So, inilista lang natin yung possible outcome. Kapag nag-flip tayo ng coin, pwede siyang head or pwede ring tail. And then, kapag nag-roll tayo ng die or nag-toss tayo ng die, pwede nga lumabas na number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So, iyan yung itsura ng systematic listing. So, we have the sample space S is equal to H1 hanggang T6. So, therefore, there are 12 possible outcomes. So, pinagsama lang natin yung head and then 1, head 2, head 3, head 4, head 5, and head 6. Or, pwede ring tail 1, tail 2, tail 3, tail 4, tail 5, or tail 6. So, meron tayong 12 possible outcomes. The last way is the fundamental counting principle. So, dito gagamit na tayo ng different operations. Pwede siyang multiplication or addition. Okay, so the counting principle tells that the total outcomes of experiment 1 followed by experiment 2 can be found by multiplying the number of ways each experiment can happen. So, tossing a coin has two possible outcomes. Pwede siyang head or pwede ring tail. And then kapag nag-roll tayo ng die, meron siyang 6 possible outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the two experiments together, tossing a coin, then rolling a die, have 2 times 6. So that is equal to 12 possible outcomes. So therefore, the answer is 12 ways. So let us have the examples. Answer the following problems and use either of the methods, table, tree diagram, systematic listing, and counting principle in finding the possible outcomes. So number 1, Anne is flipping a coin and rolling 2 dice. How many outcomes are possible? So si Anne daw ay magpe-flip ng isang coin. So it's either merong kalalabasan na head or tail, and then magro-roll ng dalawang dice, ibig sabihin dalawang 1 to 6. So, ang gagawin natin is i-add muna yung kalalabasan or yung outcomes ng dalawang dice, tsaka natin i-multiply doon sa outcome ng coin. So, 6 plus 6 is 12, so 2 times 12 is 24 outcomes. Another, how many possible outcomes are there if you flip 2 coins and roll 2 dice? So, meron tayong dalawang coins, therefore, meron tayong dalawang 2. So, 2 plus 2 and then dalawang dice. Since meron silang dalawang tig 1 to 6, so i-add muna natin yung kanilang results. So, 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 6 plus 6 is 12. So, 4 times 12 is 48 outcomes. Number 3, a one-topping pizza comes in 3 sizes with thin or thick crust and a choice of 7 toppings. How many different pizzas are possible? So, gamitin naman natin dito yung systematic listing or ililista lang natin yung mga possible outcomes. So, meron tayong tatlong sizes. So, iyon ay yung small, medium, and then large. And then, meron tayong 7 toppings. So, for example, yung 7 toppings natin ay cheese, ham, pineapple, beef, pepperoni, sausage, and mushroom. So, ang gagawin lang natin is ipares natin yung bawat sizes doon sa bawat toppings. So, meron tayong sample space na S equals SC stands for the small cheese, small ham, small pineapple, small beef, small pepperoni, small sausage, and small mushroom. So, ganun din yung gagawin natin sa medium and large. So, meron tayong MC, MH, MP, MB, ME, MS, MM, and then sa large naman, LC, LH, LP, LB, LE, LS, and LM. So, inilista lang natin lahat ng mga possible outcomes. So, the answer, there are 21 different pizzas. So, kapag naman ginamit natin yung counting principle, so, i-multiply lang natin yung 3 sizes doon sa 7. So, 3 times 7 is also 21. So let us now summarize what we have learned about this lesson. When we said probability, it is the chance that something will happen. Events cannot be predicted with total certainty. We can say how likely they are to happen. Next is the probability experiment. It is a chance process that leads to a well-defined result called an outcome. Next, when we said outcome, it is the result of a single trial of an experiment. Sample space is the set of all possible outcomes or sample points. At kapag naman sinabing sample point, it is just one of the possible outcomes. So, pwede natin gamiting way is table, tree diagram, systematic listing, or using the fundamental counting principle. Sana ay nakatulong ang video na ito sa inyong lesson. Thank you for watching. If you have questions or suggestions, feel free to comment below. Enjoy learning mathematics. God bless us all!